What's going on, Junkie Nation? Gorgeous George and Goes are back with another superstar from the sport of mixed martial arts. Today we get to talk to one of the GOATs of the sport, Demetrious Johnson, riding in the car in his whip with his family. We met this guy when he had no kids, wasn't even married. He was just engaged at the time. And now look at him. He's got a full tribe. What's going on, champ?
Live my best life, man. Live my best life. I cannot complain. Just beautiful day with the family.
Yeah, looking slick in the wife's glasses. And I'm not clowning. He told us that before the interview, so I'm not clowning.
You could have said, man, those are some sick ass glasses, but you just had to say with the wife's glasses. You just had to throw the wife in it, didn't you?
Well, they're awesome. They're great glasses. I wanted to ask you, man. Like I want to get something like that. Are those like Oakley's? Yeah, right.
What are they? They're Noble.
Noble. Oh, okay. Never heard of those. All right. Where are you guys headed to? Looks like a family vacation.
We are going on a fishing trip. We're gonna do some fishing out in Neat Bay, catch some salmon, some sea bass, ling cod. Halibut, it's not open yet, but that's what we're planning on catching when we go out there. Tyron, sit back, dude. You'll get your opportunity of fame when you keep whooping ass in jiu-jitsu.
Why'd the window go down? Did you just fart or what? What just happened?
No, nothing went down. I was telling Tyron to sit down.
No, I saw the window go down, so I thought maybe you broke some.
No. If I farted, I would have kept it, a secret.
Yeah, you got to. You got to make the family pay for that one. That's the way we roll here.
Exactly.
All right, let's stop being silly here. I got to ask you something, Demetrious. The other day, they had the event in Salt Lake City, and it involved Gaethje and Poirier. As soon as Gaethje won, Conor McGregor sprinkles in. He's like a swagger jacker, right? And sometimes John Jones does it too. I want to know, what is it about you that you kind of hold back, even though you're one of the greatest? You let others have their shine, and you don't have to jump in there and go, "What about me? What about me?" Or just kind of inject yourself. Like when the flyweights are banging, or anything like that. Has that always just been your thing, to just let others shine when they have a moment, or what are you thinking on fight night? Whether it's one Bellator, UFC, whoever.
No, I'm always happy that any athlete succeeds, especially Pantoja. He just beat Brandon Moreno. I've always felt Pantoja was the dark horse in the division. A lot of times not the best athlete gets the opportunity to shine under the big lights, under the big stage. And I was very happy for Pantoja, even for Brandon. For me, it's not a place like I don't need to step up and say, "What about me?" or "I could have beat those guys." I honestly don't really care. I'm just happy that they won, and I'm very happy to see everybody eat.
Right. And Pantoja is actually one of the guys you never got around to. You pretty much clowned everyone else but him. How do you think a fight would have gone against Pantoja? I guess I'm curious.
It would be very, very tough. The biggest thing I think Pantoja has is very good jiu-jitsu. He's very tough. He's got a great chin. I think, I would have to use all my skill set to beat him at that time when I was in the UFC. But he's well-rounded. He hits hard. He's dropped people. He's knocked people out. It would have been a great fight.
You just fought a few months ago in the United States. What was that like? What was that like for you? What do you think it was like for one? They've already committed to doing more shows in North America going forward. Share your thoughts on that experience.
Yeah, the experience was amazing. Fighting in Colorado, that was where I made my first pro debut. When I got my first pro debut win in WEC, and going back there to fight in front of my family, friends, it was absolutely amazing. Going from a trip where it takes me at least 18 hours to get to Singapore or Thailand or wherever I have to go to just 3 hours, it was amazing. I mean, and nothing's gonna top that. I truly do love going to Japan. That's my favorite place to go to when I compete in Asia is Japan. But since COVID-19, One Championship hasn't got back to Asia, so to be able to fight in the States, I loved it. And now that the One Championship's come back to the U.S. for 4 events in 2024, it's exciting times. I think it just shows you what One Championship was able to do when we were in Colorado. I'm sure they're going to keep on rolling with this team in 2024.
Of those 4, how many would you like to fight in? Since you're one of their biggest stars, and at the same time, what cities would make sense for you if you had a say in it?
Well, it's always going to be Vegas for me. There's no taxes. It's Sin City's the fight capital of the world. I don't care what anybody says. So I'll always pick Vegas. And after that, probably be Atlanta, Florida. Colorado, I love it, but I don't want to have to deal with the altitude. And for me, we'll see. I'm going to be 37 next month. And, we're going to, I'm just chilling. I haven't even thought about fighting one bit. I haven't even trained mixed martial arts since my fight. So I'm just busy being a father. I think that's more important to me is being in my children's life and enjoying the time we have on this earth instead of sitting down here like, when's my next fight? When's my next fight? I'm not too concerned about that right now.
Well, the one thing that we're concerned about was we had been hearing that might have been your last fight, but it seems like you're clarifying that maybe that was a thought that went through your head, and since then you revisited it or whatever. So at least we do know that we're going to expect more competition from you, right?
Yeah, whether it be competition, I mean, like I said, I haven't even given a final say so yet. Like, me and the wife have talked about it here and there about the whole situation about me competing again, and it's something that I have to be passionate about, right? Like, I don't want to just do it just to do it. And for me, we just haven't really decided on what's next. Obviously, I've been busy with jiu-jitsu, and that's been, driving me. That's been training. But other than that, there's nothing set in stone yet.
When do you think you'll know? Sorry, guys. When do you think you'll know? Is it just like the right time, or like yeah? I mean, feel free to just discuss it with her right now if you want while you're talking to us, and then that would be awesome too.
I mean, honestly, I haven't had time to honestly sit down and think about it. Like, we just got back from the Caribbean. We're going to go fishing. We get back home for another 6 days. We're going to go to Mexico. And then we'll be back then, and we're going to Vegas for my family reunion. So my whole summer, like, this is probably the first summer in how long, babe? Like, ever, that I never had to worry about fighting. Like, you guys are thinking about it. I'm about to be 37. I've been fighting at the highest level for 18 years. Like, it was no minor league for your boy. It was straight WC, UFC, one championship, and I would say pretty much my whole entire career, I'm fighting for gold, or I'm defending gold, right? So that was one of the things, I mentioned on a recent podcast that, when my sister died, I was training for a training camp, and I had to call coach, and I was like, hey, dog, I ain't gonna make it to the gym. I gotta bury my sister. And I was in the middle of training camp. I'm always in training camp. So for me, doing it for 18 years, it's like, I go on a long thing. So like I said, fighting is just not in my back of my mind. It's not even in my mind right now. Only time I talk about fighting is when people ask me about it.
Well, you can't blame us for asking. You're not the only one going fishing. We go fishing too.
Oh, what do you guys have to catch?
No, with our questions.
We're fishing for answers.
Oh, gotcha. I tell my wife I'm not a fisherman. I'm a catcher. If I go fishing, if I don't catch shit, I'm mad. But she goes, baby, that's because you catch it. You ain't a fisherman. I was like, I know, baby. As long as we know that, and so we can both coexist.
Hey, DJ, I'm trying to put things together here. You're going back to Vegas, you said, I think, for a family reunion. When you do that, are you guys coming on with a couple carry-ons? I got some belts in them?
No, probably not. I haven't talked. I still have friends in the UFC, but no, I don't think I'll be coming home with any belts. I'm sure if I ask them... No, we're not there yet, baby. I'm sorry.
I'll let you know.
We'll let you know, okay? Sorry, that's the second most important woman in my life, my daughter. I don't think I'll be coming home with any belts.
All right. You brought up jiu-jitsu. You brought up jiu-jitsu, and it's not bad enough that you get called out on the MMA front. You get called out in the grappling circuit as well. How interested are you in possibly doing one of these grappling matches? We all just want to see you compete.
Grappling matches. What do you need?
No, the boys.
Your iPad? I got it. Here you go. You got it? You need help with your water too? Okay, do that. Don't throw it at me. Thank you. 1 second. Go. Here you go. Here's your water. Here you go.
Okay,
Yeah, I know. We're almost there.
No, you have to.
I love it. Okay. You want your window rolled down? Just roll it down. That's fine. That'll be fine. Okay. Okay. All right. So you said, how interested am I in grappling matches? I'm sorry.
Yeah, and some jiu-jitsu matches.
Yeah, I'm very interested, man. I think when it comes to the right time and right place, I'm super interested, and it's just all got to make sense for myself. That's what it comes down to be honest with you.
You know, on the MMA side, obviously a name that gets thrown out there a lot is Jared. Is it all about right time, right place? Like, what are the factors that get you motivated at this point?
Yeah, right time, right place. If I want to do it, you know, I'm in a position now. It's not like I have to do it. It's, do I want to do it, right? That's where I think every athlete should strive for, and that's what I've always strived for in my whole entire career, is get into a place where it's like, do I want to do that? Nah, I'd rather go do this instead. That's what's always been my biggest motivator. So I think after I beat Adriano the second time, you know, me and him fought 3 times. Great competition. Love the guy. He's an amazing athlete. After that, I was like, you know, after that fight, I was like, oh, another one done. So what's that? It's just, the feelings weren't the same as they were in the past. Let's just say that. So for me, it's like, I'm going to do what I want to do. I don't, you know, someone says, hey, you should fight this guy. And I was like, I don't care to. I have no one, you know, if it doesn't interest me, I'm not even, you know, there's nothing there, I'm not worried about it.
We all look at you as like Superman, but you mentioned it, 18 years. Physically, how different are the camps for you now? Are they tough, or are they the same as they were years ago?
No, they're tough. I mean, yesterday I went to Team Logic in our area, and I did open mat, and man, let me tell you, dude, there were some banger rounds in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu in the gi, and man, I woke up this morning and I tried to go to the gym to lift weights, and I stopped. I was like, dude, my body is literally shot. It has not fully recovered from that grappling session. So I went home. So yeah, things are definitely different from when you're, you know, 26, 27 to when you're 37. Definitely a huge difference.
What has the promotion told you? Do they just say, let us know when you thought this through and made your decision, or do they kind of, you know, poke around like we do, I guess, every week or every month or whatever?
We have a good relationship. Not that we don't have a good relationship, and we're just, you know, right now they know I'm on vacation, and you know they got other things that are going on. You know, they got the fight card on August 4th in Thailand, so they have other athletes to attend to. But for me, they haven't really came calling yet, I guess you can say, for me to compete again. And obviously, when they do that, we'll sit down and have a conversation and see what the next steps are.
You're a big name in our sport, as you know, and I want to make sure our editorial gets this right. So I'm just going to go through it one more time, if you don't mind. You are not retired, but you also haven't decided if you'll come back. Is that kind of fair right there?
I think that's fair. Yeah, it's undecided yet. That's a fair assessment to make right now.
Okay, and when you'll know is it the matchups that are presented, whether you get excited about them, or is it going to be?
It's not going to be based on the match. It's going to be based on my passion and if it's something I want to do.
Okay, got it.
I mean, there's only, you know, and I'm not even going to go. I'm not even going on that route, but yeah, we'll just have to see.
He was about to say there's only a couple matchups that would get me excited, and then he knew we'd go, oh, yeah, like what, right? Was it something like that?
Next question.
All right.
Well, I have a follow-up just to make sure that the editorial gets it right. Those are your wife's glasses, not yours, right?
Yes, sir. These are wife's glasses. She's fashion, you know. She's fashion. I'm Vogue. So, you know, I'm trying to get under her level.
She's the one driving too. They're her glasses. B, she's driving, so she should be getting the sun out of her eyes. And look at DJ just jacking, swagger jacking his wife for the interview, wearing the glasses.
They're gonna.
This is her truck. She's driving a nice F-150 Roush. She's got glasses on too. Don't you guys worry.
Are you guys gonna show up at Starbucks and be like, hey, you got this right, baby?
What's that?
You gonna show up at Starbucks and be like, "You got this, right, baby?" Like, she's
Yeah, I
in
know,
control
right?
here.
Yeah, maybe.
All right, so DJ, last question. You know, I'm fascinated by this. I mean, I could only imagine how cool. I don't know if Seattle has basements or what, but you'd have the ultimate man cave, man. You and Jones and GSP. If you were to recover all those belts that are waiting for you in Vegas, how many belts would you have altogether between all the different title offenses, Grand Prix, and acquiring new belts, regional belts? How many would you have total?
I would have either 14 or 15.
Damn.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think 14 or 15. I would have those, or I have one SB, and yeah, that's what I have. Either 14 or 15 and one SB.
And one SB. God, that's gangster. One SB too, huh? That's awesome. How many are in Vegas still? Wasn't it like 10 last we checked or something like that?
I think I have 3 UFC belts at the house. So what? 7. Yeah, 7 are in Vegas. 8 are in Vegas. 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 8. Yeah, 8 of them. Then I have 3 one championship belts at the house. Yeah, I think so. 3, yeah. 2, yeah, 3. They're just all over the damn place. My kid, one of my boys had one of the damn UFC belts in his room, and he's using it as a prop as a WWE belt. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, I really hope you get motivated to scoop them up one day and then create something special in your house because it's legendary, man.
Thanks. Yeah, right now we're working on a new studio room, and I'm gonna display, each of the belts. The one championship belt, the World Grand Prix, and then the UFC belt. So I'm gonna display both those, all 3 of the belts, my next studio.
Mm-hmm. You are currently our #1 flyweight in the USA Today Sports MMA Junkie rankings. We'll leave you there until you decide what's next for you. It's always great to chat with you.
Really, I'm #1 at you guys' site? That's awesome.
Yeah, it's no disrespect to what's going on in the UFC. They've just kind of had a rotation there, and no one's really hung on and done much in terms of a title defense streak or anything like that. And once you reacquired from Marias, we thought, along with your resume, that's where you belonged. So that's where you've been for a while.
Cool. GG's, boys. I appreciate that.
Right on, man. Hey, it's always great chatting with you. Have fun on your vacation. We'll talk to you soon.